Oh, for the love of God. Welcome to Comfort Happy number 2. Echo Fan Grey Wolf here. This is a Chit Chat versus a prep show. And this is very important. So, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. Okay? Be real mindful of what I say. Listen and hear what I say. Alright? The most important part is to listen to what you hear. Okay, one. If you do drugs of any kind, and we're friends, I support you, even if I don't support what you do. Because there are a lot of reasons why people do drugs. Alright? Why I don't do drugs, why I don't support drugs. Because of the shit I've seen. The shit I've been through connected to people who do drugs. Alright? So, if you're all about 420, smoking and all that shit, I have no skin in the game. I'm not going to hate on you. I'm not going to disrespect you because that's what you do. Everybody has their escape. Those are mine. Comic books are mine. Video games are mine. If I was lucky enough to have a girlfriend or a wife, that would be my escape. Fruity Pebbles with cookies and milk. My escape. You can see it's not working out for me in one department. But I'm not going to shun you. I'm not going to shame you. Most importantly, I'm not going to judge you. Because I don't have the right to do that. Go on the same playing field. Just playing a different game. So let me explain to you. Drugs have ruined a few relationships that I have. With a few family members. I do not think I'm better than people who do not do drugs. Nothing can be further from the truth. I've never said I was better than people that do drugs. I will never say willingly that I'm better than somebody who does drugs. Because I don't know a lot of people who do drugs. People that I do know, I still have them in my life. Just not as much as they used to be. And because of the things I've witnessed, things I've watched, the lives that have died, the people who have been killed, the people who have OD'd in front of me, I've had to get to the hospital, or at least one walk right off. This is why I don't do drugs. I'll support the addict, but I won't support the habit. You know? And I have done that. I have supported the addict and the habit because you love somebody and they do drugs, you're easily manipulated. Easily. Because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You're damned if you help them. You're damned if you don't help them. 1 second. I'm going to regret this shit. I just know it. Excuse me. That was a good one, too. See, the thing about people who you love to do drugs, they know that you love them. They know how to weaponize that love and use it against you. And because you love them, you're fucked because you don't know how to deal with it other than help them out. $25 here, $15 there, $10, $70, $75. Yes, because I'm about to put my socks on. I need to cut them toenails tomorrow night. Yes, y'all heard that. And the thing is, okay, these socks are about to be ragged out. Hey, fuck it. New socks. When people can use your love for them against you, it is a well earned, well placed, and they know they got you hook, line, and sinker. And it hurts you to not help them, and it hurts them more when you do. So, like I said, if you smoke a little weed or if you drink a little alcohol and you do it in moderation and not like it's an everyday thing. Like I said, I support you. I don't support the drugs. No way, shape, or form. I will never do drugs. If I have to be in a movie where the role is about me doing drugs, I will more than likely probably reject that movie. Unless it teaches a life lesson and it gets to let kids know that, you can succumb to drugs and you can die. I've watched this happen to at least one friend. She's alive. I will be leaving her name off this thing. We weren't like in a relationship. She literally was a friend because she was a friend of a friend. I hope she's still alive anyway. I hadn't seen her since the incident. And my dad's been dead for starting 7 years next week. Happened at my dad's house on the bathroom floor. And I learned just how powerful heroin is. I also learned that as long as I'm breathing, I will never do drugs. Not for a woman, not for friends, not for anybody. In fact, the only possible way that I could do drugs is if I had a child and the person holding that child hostage told me I'd have to do this drug to save the child's life. That'd be the only way I'd do it, and I would be hesitant then. And if it's my child, I've probably raised them enough to make the sacrifice so that I don't have to do drugs. I know that sounds insane, but some people are like me and believe that shit should never go into your body. Ever. My family also has addictive properties which allow more than most people in my family have been addicted to drugs on some form or another. And you always hear that I can quit whenever I want to bullshit. It's bullshit. You can quit when you are forced to. Because quitting when you want to, why do you never want to? That's something that they have to all ask themselves. My falling out with my favorite uncle on my mom's side was because of alcohol. I love this man. He's like a second father to me. I love him to fucking death. I had to block him on my phone. I think about him all the time. But his alcohol was causing us problems. Even when he went in an argument, he wouldn't stop. And I still love him. And I do contact his child to contact him. And I didn't tell his child, don't tell him that I asked. Because his father and I are both military. And that's a military thing. Don't tell him I asked, Long story. Be a soldier. Go to boot camp. You'll get it. Same thing with don't call me sir, I work for a living. You'll get it. I joined the military because I went through some shit. My heart was broken and I wanted to die. I didn't want to die zero, so I'd rather have died a hero. I never wanted to lead the military. I know you're thinking, what the relevance of this? A lot of people get out of the military and they start drinking. I started drinking. Had I not ran out of money, I'd probably been a full-blown alcoholic. The uncle in which I loved so much was a full-blown alcoholic. These are the problems that I found myself about to fall into. Prior to that, he also smoked the greenery stuff when it wasn't legal, you know. But he had enough coherency as we were coming up, because he's way older. You know, he's literally way older. He would always tell me and his son, "Do what I say, not what I do." And we Generation X, so we did what we were told. You know, we didn't pull no punches. You know, we did what we was told. We didn't ask no questions. He's the one who taught me how to shoot a gun. I still hate guns. You know, lots of people do drugs. You know, and had to accept that. Lots of people in my family have been destroyed by drugs. I do my best to avoid drugs. Friends that I have watched die and be brought back was because of drugs. So I stay away from that shit. Like I said, if you smoke weed, we can still be friends. I will support you until the day I die because I'm a fucking honest friend for life. But when you smoking that shit, I'm not going to be hanging around you. I don't want you blowing that shit in my face. That's not my thing, that's your thing. It's the same thing if I'm doing Kung Fu. You don't want me kicking you in the face. Unless you're doing Kung Fu and we want to spar or something. That's a whole different level of things. But if you're smoking weed, doing heroin, doing coke, doing meth, doing any of that shit, and you my friend, it's my obligation to support you. It is also my obligation to try to get you to stop. The problem with that is you lose friends trying to get them to stop. And if they don't give a fuck enough about themselves, then they damn sure ain't gonna give a fuck enough about you no matter how many times you tell them that they need to stop. Now, in high school, never done drugs. I was working. Some of my best friends were smoking weed. And weed's not that bad. It's not the cause of people breaking into your house and stabbing you to death, because they don't do that for weed. They do that shit for crack. They do that shit for coke. They do that shit for meth. Because those are the drugs that you can never get more than that one good high from. I've never done drugs. Outside of alcohol, I've never done drugs. I've had enough contact highs to know this isn't for me. The one time I fucked up with alcohol and found out what I did, I was like, nope, done. Haven't touched a Four Loko since. Because I don't act like that. I know who I am. And I guess because it was a woman, it was okay, because I would never put my hands on a woman unless it's consensual, and I would never ball up my fist and hit a woman. Now, had it been a dude, I'd have been locked up, because I probably would have beat that motherfucker to death, which is another reason why I don't do drugs, because I fear me. I don't fear anybody else. I fear what I will do to somebody, or what I have to do to somebody to make sure that they don't hurt me. Okay? And that's the difference maker between me and a lot of people. A lot of people don't understand what true fear is. Your fear of hurting someone out of fear that they might do something to you is probably the most powerful fear that you will ever have, especially when you have infinite knowledge of how to break someone's body apart like I do with martial arts. So I say again, if we're friends and you do drugs, on those days, just don't call me. You know, when you're done, after your high wears off and you haven't fucked up and went to jail or anything, then you can call me. I'll come hang with you all damn day. But if I'm coming to your house and you plan on smoking, I don't want to be there. You plan on drinking, unless there's a room for me to spend the night, I'm not going to drink. No, because if I can't have a room to spend the night in by myself with the door that locks, I'm not doing that. If I don't trust you, I'm not staying at your house. Most of the time, if I drink at somebody's house, it's somebody that I trust, and I will sleep on their couch because I don't have any worries of people fucking with me while I'm asleep. And I don't mean just like messing with me. I mean like rolling me over and trying to fuck me up the ass while I'm asleep. No, you can't take chances like that when you drink. You can't take chances like that when you do drugs. That's just shit happens, and you don't want to be the victim of that shit, because then you're not going to know what to do, and most people don't report that shit. I'm not going to be a victim of that because I'm not going to set myself up for that. And also, it's the same thing like, you see that water bottle right there? If I can't go to your refrigerator and get this water myself, I'm not going to take it from you when you offer it to me. And it doesn't matter if I trust you or not. See the seal? It's not broken. Alright? Would have did it over the computer. But, see that seal? Still can't tell, right? Can you tell now? It's that little split right there. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy that's going to look for that when you hand me that bottle of water. Because the only way I'm ever going to do drugs is if you slip it to me. Then God only knows what's going to happen after that. So, I'm so fucking paranoid. I'm sorry. I was like that before I joined the Army. It done heightened up since I joined the Army. But, like I said, if we're friends, I support you. I don't support the drugs that you do. I don't support your habit. I'm not going to pay for your habit. But I am there for you. I will do my best to convince you to stop doing drugs. And either it's going to work or it's not. And if it's not going to work until you're ready for it to work, well, once you're ready for it to work, then you can come back into my life. Other than that, you're going to have to take a side beat. That's just the way it is. I'm Echo Fangry Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I hope I taught you guys something tonight. The 158 of you that are still here. And I thank you. Enjoy your day. Be seeing you. Yeah. So after tomorrow, there won't be any more videos until Monday. Because I don't think I'll be taking my laptop with me to GalaxyCon. And I don't know what I'm going to be doing at GalaxyCon. I'm hoping to be rocking those suits at GalaxyCon. So that'll be that. So today's Wednesday for another 10 minutes. And then tomorrow's Thursday. And I plan on doing some things Thursday. Maybe tonight before I go to sleep. Just depends on how I feel. That being said, I'm Echo Fangry Wolf. Be seeing you. Okay, I screwed up because I couldn't find the freaking cursor. So now, this is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm Echo Fangry Wolf. Be seeing you.